out there too. Yo, face the mirror, a positive yet struggling reflection. This is in the eyes of a man with some direction, but not knowing where his life will end. It's all perception. He's destined to find a way out of this wrong for correction. Free, but still trapped. It's hard to tell the biggest difference between life and death, right and wrong. I write songs for a cause to help young people whose attitudes deceitful. Scattered throughout the city, no pauses. We're trying to seek you. I'm determined to fight and win the battle over souls, overpowered by foes in hood gear. I stood there with the courage in my heart, like I took fear and beat it down. Now the sound will leave heads with shook ears. Crooks appear out of nowhere to complete the missions of taking dreams, cause some fiends never felt ambition. Wishing for everything was truly dissonant. Train I'm thinking, blinking for hours, wondering when the soul will be given a present, but never collected. Now entering aggression, and instead of patience they begin to rape another's blessing. No, I refuse to view this song going abuse, so I stand tall against those that teach you the lessons. Not too far from gap packing, added to crack possession. Throw a cast to the cast that bring dishonest facts to attention, and go from a small time to a limited profession. Start losing your innocence, become a victim to depression from greed and evil defect and relative of lust that can make the mind confused and take advantage of you. So I boost the truth as God sent me to feel hearts that's empty in a world where one life is the power to project many. So there's honesty, loyalty, leadership and bravery. I step up to the plate, I worry about what others make of me. Shake the shackles off your feet that kept you stagnant on the ground. Pound for pound, this is art in its most pure sound. Live. Word up, word up. Spread it out. Yo, don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. Let them know. Spread the word. Don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. Shout it at the top of your lungs. Go and shout it at the top of your lungs. Don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. Yes, sir. Let them know. From the ends of the earth, yo, don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to break it down. It's hard for one to move forward when all they do is stand still, while the light moves towards everything we can't feel. Stay stuck in a mind state, steady trying to find face, while everyone competes for the best looking page on MySpace. In and out of life lessons, racing at a fine pace, injecting so much knowledge to the point it makes the mind break. There's not a lot of time and yet so much is being wasted by giant ego bastards that manipulate your playlist. I don't instigate, my goal is to spread love and alternate the hate. Investigate and act as a lyrical eraser mate. Black and white crimes create black and white headlines. I feel the souls cry like I had read them at dead time. I'm just trying to ignite and feel the spiritual landmines throughout the world. The landowners couldn't ban mine. Rhymes that I recite to stick to lives like tan lines, but permanent. It's time to spread a word that they can't find. Live. Word up. Tell your neighbor on the side. Don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. Shout it at the top of your lungs. Come on, shout it at the top of your lungs. Don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. Everybody in the world, I'm talking to you. Yo, don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live. This is real. This is the truth. Yo, don't be afraid to give, and if you want life, you shouldn't be afraid to live.